Well, guys, episode 6 are we on now?
Episode 6 of season 2.
Episode 6, season 2.
Hello, Guv'nor. He peeked his head out of my head.
How are we all doing? Everyone winning?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm feeling good. Feeling chilled. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. I can feel it in my sack.
Good to know. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Conversational TKO!
Stars, you mean to go on, just completely silence in the conversation. How you doing? Yeah, fuck you.
We had the option of taking this down conversational highway, and I went down conversational dead end.
Ballsack Street. So, explain to me why you today have chosen to channel a Victorian chimney sweep.
Why not? It's a good way of putting it. Actually, I put it back to you why you haven't. He's been living in my head for 24 hours. Don't know why. Had a chimney sweep come over to my house. That might have been part of the reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to add that into the field. He was wearing shoes. I was disappointed. He had no muck on his face, and he charged a little bit more than a halfpenny for it as well.
Can I sweep your chimney, sir?
I'll clean your wife's feet for a penny. That's not what chimney sweeps
That's
say.
not what they do, no.
Well, maybe, you know.
Oh,
Chimney sweep porn version of everything.
he was 7 years old and he got the black lung. All of the modern chimney sweeps out there, all three of you.
And how long do you reckon he's going to be living in your head for? Like, has he kind of said...
It's not really like how long he's been living there for, it's how long he will be
How long,
in there
yeah.
for. And the answer is he's not leaving.
So the way to get over this is to, just sing the final countdown to yourself.
What he's doing is he's
And then
brushing.
just clear everything else.
But in the Cockney accent. No, he's cleaning the top of my skull right now with his little black brush thing. Can I actually say it's weird as well that I was trying to work and the living shit scared out of me because we have an old house where the chimney runs up through other bedrooms where there were chimneys at one point, and it sounded like somebody was scraping the inside of my wall and trying to get out.
That's like something else, Stranger Things.
I took it to a dark place.
I went to the upside down, sir.
Ding ding! Knocked out this conversation in round 2 as well.
All right, should we get into some stories?
Yeah, let's do it. What we got?
Hello and welcome to The Thread of Gentlemen.
A podcast where we take a kamikaze dive into the best.
And often worse tales the internet has to offer.
I'm Johnny.
I'm Ben.
I'm Charlie, and without any further ado,
I think we need to get this show started.
So this is called the fast food fiasco. Thank you very much for sending this one in. This took place in America. For some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to have coffee, Taco Bell, and White Castle during the 3-hour drive to my parents. I was 5 miles from their house when my stomach took a turn for the worse.
I knew it was Taco Bell, by the way, before you started talking. Every fucking food story in America.
Really quickly.
Never had one, by the way.
I let out a relief toot and felt something unusual.
Did you say toot?
A relief toot. I couldn't wait anymore. I sped into Target, into the parking lot, and ran into the store. I was full on crowning. I rushed into a bathroom stall and exploded before my cheeks could even hit the seat. I looked down and saw full poop in my underwear. Then I was done. I bought new underwear and cried as I drove to my parents' house.
Good, you're in a Target, you lucky fuck.
They asked how the drive was, and I said fine. That's when I farted one last time and accidentally shit on the floor.
Oh, bro, you're killing me. What?
That's so good. In my head, he's wearing shorts. And it just escaped down the leg.
Schoolboy boots.
It's basketball shorts.
Fine. Oh.
I'll just be getting nut. Pulls out handkerchief. I'm terribly sorry.
That was a fantastic story.
So, this is one's called Mike's Pocket. Thank you very much for sending us in. If you've got any stories that you want to share with us or share with us anonymously, anonymously. Please send them in to storiesatthethreadofgentleman.com or .co.uk. I can't remember which one.
.com. Let's go with .com.
There you go.
Sounds better.
Yeah, send them to both.
Yeah.
Blind copy in the other one. So this one's called Mike's Pocket.
Mike's Pocket.
So when I was a teenager, our school used to hold a women's football club in the evenings. As horny teenagers, we would often hang out after the bell went to get a glimpse of the ladies in spandex. Creepy and lechy, yes. But we were teenagers in the 80s. Like, yeah, there's no excuse for that.
There we were, doing a little bit of cocaine. Sorry, he's coming out again.
We've got a new guest on.
Yeah. There was a moment I had to hold him back. He was like, "We've been playing football. What are you talking about?"
Not in my day.
Gary, shut up.
So anyhow, one of my mates, let's call him Mike for anonymity.
His name was Mike.
His name was definitely Mike. Told us he could break into the women's changing room whilst they were all in the hall doing their aerobics.
Mike is a convict.
Before we could stop him, he was off and in the changing room. Now, at this point, you're probably thinking, oh no, he's going to do something gross like sniff their clothes or steal their purses.
No, I'm just thinking National Lampoon.
Yeah, well, this is the thread of gentlemen, so I've got an idea where this is going.
Yeah.
You'd be wrong, because what he did was so much worse. Oh, Mike. Mike was a bit of a weirdo. Well, yes.
That wasn't well established at this point.
Yeah, to go to break into a ladies' changing room, you are weird. And for some reason, he got off. See, he got one of the ladies' jackets, dropped trowel,
No.
and did a shit right in the pocket.
Out of all the things you could have done in that situation.
Michael, no, buddy.
It's a pocket pool.
It's my pocket.
He then got up, hung the jacket back up on the peg, and walked off like nothing happened.
Oh, gentlemen.
Poor woman looking for her keys.
Yeah.
Or like, I've got some polos in here.
No, Nutella.
But then the thing is, you would do what anybody would do. You'd go in there, full hand grab.
Yeah, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
Bloop.
Fully confident that you're not going to touch a turd. And yeah.
You are, like, I am 110% confident, or was, that every time I put my hand in my pocket, it wasn't going to be surrounded by poo. And now I live in a world where that's a reality.
Yes, we were shocked, but I suppose we shouldn't have been. Earlier that week, we'd been playing hide and seek, and he'd been hiding up a tree. As we searched beneath the tree, a great steaming dump landed right next to us.
Oh no, Mike played pigeon.
Nearly clicked me on the shoulder.
I like this guy. He was an enemy and now he's a friend.
Thank you very much for sending that in, but goddamn, Mike, I hope you're in prison.
Squatted in a tree.
Shitting on me. Getting warmer.
He went, "Mama!" when he did it.
I mean, if you're going to aim for your friends, you are going to aim for your friends, right? That's yeah, of course you would.
I wish he wasn't a pervert as well, because if he wasn't, he'd be my hero. He pooed like a fucking parrot. That's got to be really hard to balance and push.
Oh, Mike.
A human poo is going to pick up some velocity on the way down.
That's going to hit. That's going to thud.
It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Well,
Chocolate rain.
oh, it's somebody flicking chocolate ice cream from a height. It's got that pap sound.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
That's Prince.
Some say dry while love is feeling the rain.
Pooed from a tree.
Right, Benjamin, what have you got?
This one's called Traffic Situation.
So we've gone from like one episode 5 without any
No brown.
no brown, straight back into very
brown territory.
very tog log.
My mate had been chasing this girl for ages. When she finally agreed to date, he was giddy beyond excitement. Good for him.
Good lad. Good lad.
This is only the first line of what I think can be. It's only a horrendous story. Why is it also, by the way, I'm just going to take a pause there. There's a lot of stories of pooing and dating.
Yeah. The two should be mutually exclusive. But
Yeah, I get the nerves. You know, you get some nerves, you get some guts.
And when he gets excited, he gets a dicky tummy. Ooh.
There you go.
And we're back.
Yep. Strap in, gentlemen. This is another poo story. Nice. The date was set. He was going to drive over to hers, pick her up in his car, then go out for dinner, a late night stroll. Who knows what else?
Nice.
I know what else.
Good date.
Who? After work, he spent ages getting ready, which meant he was a little bit late and hit rush hour traffic. The nervousness was in his stomach. That's me making the bubbly post.
Been there.
Yeah.
Had started to leak out of his ring, apparently. So we're hitting the brown early in this story. And he started to wind the windows right down the car just so the farts would fit out of the window gap.
Okay, so they were particularly horrendous thoughts.
Yeah,
Sound logic.
The date's not going to go well. Turn around, give her a call, tell her you do it another no. And also, don't put this much pressure on yourself for a first date, mate, if you've got a really bad bowel. Make it a simple date. She must have been excited too, as she texted him saying she was waiting outside the front door to quickly jump in the car. The traffic was bad. A slow crawl at best. So he's late. He's late as fuck. And the anticipation was building in the young man's stomach. And leather donut.
I like that.
Just as he rounded the corner, he tried to sneak out. I'm really sorry. Just as he rounded the corner, he tried to sneak out an air biscuit. But it turned out to be a tusk. Full marks for the descriptions on this. Full on shitting himself meters from the door. Oh, no. It's a drive-by poo. Oh, no. I feel really bad for him. So the traffic was slowly drawing forward and he couldn't stop. He was sending it. It was actually, it was just getting sent.
Yeah, he was a passenger at this point.
You can't stop it. So he did what any of us would do in this situation, or situation.
Hey, like that.
Ding, 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 ding. He looked at her and kept driving. Yes! Finally! Someone made a good poo decision! For fuck's sake! Like, this is the kind of guy who leaves the hat.
That's exactly
He doesn't poo in the jacket. He just fucking walks away from the terrible brown situation. Good for you, man. I'm hoping that he doesn't slide out of the car with all of the shit like he tried to drive off. She saw the man who was supposed to pick her up for dinner slowly drive past her at 2 miles an hour with full eye contact the whole time. All right. That's the better version of the scenario. He managed to turn off quickly, beam it home, change his trousers, and return to the girl whilst blaming the traffic. Good. When she questioned him on it, he denied it was him. There you go. Despite clearly making eye contact, driving the same car, wearing the same top.
That is exactly what you do.
That is exactly what you do.
I fucking love that because that's a happy ending.
Yeah.
No one ended covered in fecal matter apart from his trousers, which I hope he summarily. Yeah.
Destroyed.
Good. Keep driving.
But in that situation,
Good darts.
I think that is the best case scenario. Because usually with Fred a Gentleman stories, it'd be like, he stopped. He told her he'd done a shit. He showed her a Dulux colour chart.
He smeared it on her top lip.
Now we're friends.
You're my wife now. I clogged your toilet.
That would be smearing it on her entire face.
I managed to unblock the block in my toilet.
Okay, so we've got a continuation from episode 1 here.
Oh, I like this. Follow through.
Follow through. Where we were talking about...
See what it does.
where we were talking about Schrodinger's wipe. This story, let's call it a sequel. This is called Schrodinger's shart.
Clever.
Nice.
I'm not going to give away this guy's identity for reasons that will become immediately obvious. I was once playing main stage at Download Festival.
That's fuck me.
Very nice.
And as the intro track played, I thought I'd just creep out a nice, refreshing horse and cart just to relax myself before
Ollie Sykes, Bring Me the Horizon.
But there was something ominous about it. It was the hottest day of summer and sweaty as hell, so there was moistness betwixt my cheeks. Oh. And it sounded like Donald Duck. I honestly had no idea if I totally shat my pants with liquid gold or if I just had a damp crack.
Oh dear.
So from then on, it was known as Schrodinger's shart, as I had both shat and not shat myself for the duration of the hour-long set in front of 15,000 people. It turned out I had shat myself.
Hey, muzzle top.
I had to sit in the bath for an hour to tease awake the cake shit on my arse hair.
I had yak poo on the back.
But yeah, so if you do end up seeing at any festivals, I'll bleep that out. Yeah. So I'm not going to give away that guy's identity, but thank you so much for sending that in. Great stuff. Okay, so this one is called Female Stripper. Thanks for sending this one in. Stripper here. Hi. I took a customer for a VIP where I like to offer mild extras, one of which is arse worshipping. Oh, incredible. Okay. And she does go on to explain what that is. She says, letting him sniff and rub my butthole while I dirty talk him.
Wait. Didn't she reference this as like light stuff?
Well, it'd be like in the scale of prostitutes, that's pretty mild.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
It's not,
Like what, the extreme end is murder.
Yeah.
So...
One of my tricks I like to... Please don't call them tricks. They're not tricks.
That's a trick.
One of the tricks I like to do is do the my knees on his thighs with my hand on the ground move. Wait, my knees on his thighs with my hand on the ground.
Oh, okay, so like a reverse.
Right, yeah. But looking down Main Street, fine.
Fair enough.
So she does this because my arsehole seems to gape in that position. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Don't say gape.
Full on goating. Ugh. So I did this, and the customer put his middle finger in my gaped arse, which totally caught me off guard. To be honest, it shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
I feel like that was
That's
on the
not
menu.
a scenario where random things like that won't occur.
That's where you pay extra.
My arse closed up real quick on his finger, and since there was no lube of any kind, his finger was basically Chinese finger trapped in my arse.
Basically, you're married to him now because he's wearing you as a wedding ring.
He's literally ring finger. Ugh. But the way she describes this, like it's nothing. I couldn't re-gape. All right, fair enough. That's going in the Oxford Dictionary. I couldn't re-gape no matter what I tried, and eventually I tried lubing with whatever I could, and I had to use my spit to pull him out gently.
What are you talking about? Pull the finger out. It's not a fucking barb.
Is your arse made of like raw iron?
Finger puppet!
My butthole felt like I ate 20 bags of hot Cheetos and shit fire all day. Sent from my iPhone.
It sounds like he's like controlling her brain, like with the finger.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the same theory in Ratatouille. By pulling his hair, he can make him cook.
Yeah,
Except this way, he's like,
finger up her ass. She's like, make me an omelette.
rubber bank.
Tell me you love me. Just hold me. Oh man, that is incredible.
Ow.
Okay, so news today is going to be a little bit different in the fact that I have scoured, and by I mean someone else. Thank you, Saf, for sending all these in. We love you, Saf. Thanks so much for
Thank you,
finding
Saf.
all this.
Okay, let's do top sex confessions from the Metro. The Metro.
Le Metro!
The finest source of news. So this was the news from the Metro. News. So this one came from Louise. One night I hooked up with a guy I met in a bar. We went back to his place and it was immaculate, spotless, Patrick Bateman style.
Oh, okay. Made it weird.
In the middle of the night, I felt the urgent need to go to the toilet. I sat down and all hell broke loose. I must have eaten something that disagreed with me. I grabbed a tiny bit of toilet roll that was left to try and clean things up, but I grossly underestimated how much damage control I needed to do, and my hand got messy.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. This was in the Metro. I felt around in the dark for more loo roll, and then for the light, and when I found it, the wall was covered in my shitty handprints.
The fuck?
I frantically searched the bathroom, but there was nothing to clean it up with. So I grabbed my clothes and hot-footed it out of there. Thankfully, I never saw him again. Poor guy. You ran away. You did the right thing.
Yeah,
You did
okay.
walk away,
All
you
right.
did.
Yeah, run. Could we read too many stories where somebody's like, and then I tried to remove it with my own urine.
Why are you walking to a bathroom and not turning the light on?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. Well, actually, no, I do that.
Really?
Yeah, it's like fucking 3 a.m. or something. I just pee in the dark sitting down. But you know
Ben,
what?
that's the wardrobe.
I managed to not like pee anywhere other than where I'm supposed to pee. You definitely need to figure out how to poo.
What you got for me, Benjamin?
This is called She Kind of Deserved It. Hoping it's not as rapey as it sounds.
yeah. Your Honour.
It happened at Coachella. So it's possible rapey.
Yeah,
Very real chance.
Okay, 2011. I was standing in line at a porta potty, and this girl, who was obviously ripped on Motley, stumbled her way up to the front, talking obnoxiously loud. The guy in front of me yelled at her something about not cutting the line. She turned and creepily stared into his soul, which felt like several minutes. Yeah. So as she then yelled, "Your aura is putrid." Coachella.
Yeah.
I think she meant it as I think she meant it as an insult. Have you ever thought of that as a compliment? I said my aura was putrid, and I'd go, stop.
That's an improvement from last week.
At least it's not dead. It's living enough to rot.
Oh God, I love the way your brain works.
And it's staying in the pod. But it was the most hilarious thing I'd ever heard. One of the stalls finally opened up. She walked straight towards it with this insistent fury, ignoring all the insults thrown at her from the crowd.
So wait, just so I understand, there's a long queue for the shitter.
People pooing,
And she's
waiting to poo.
She's cutting in and just throwing kind of spiritual
Yeah,
insults.
she's
at
like,
people.
somebody's gone, oi, fuck you, and she's going, aura is putrid. By the way, she's a gypsy. I like gypsies, don't curse me.
Too late.
Yep.
Yeah. Got to cross some palms with silver now to make up for it.
Hello. Sounds like somebody knows what they're talking about. So, ignoring all the insults from the crowd, she goes straight in. She barely closed the door when we heard a loud...
So I had a gypsy once come to my house when I was living with the guys. And he looked at us, are you using your garage doors?
Yes. Would you like me to turn back your drive?
Sorry.
Are you using your doors? No, mate. No, they're just on there.
Yeah, fucking take it.
Thing is, if you're high or drunk enough, you go, what? Sure.
Yeah.
Take him.
Right.
Sorry.
Next, they woke up and he'd taken the fucking windows with him. Just a wee little nibber. She barely closed the door when we heard a loud fuck coming from inside the porta potty. And then 15 seconds later, an awful, almost indescribable sound. Well, give it a go. It was a mix between a splash and a plop.
Oh no.
something like getting sucked into a vat of excrement.
Oh, festival toilets.
That's not a porta potty, mate. That's a fucking.
That's a long drop.
That's a. What do you
That's a door.
Bloop. I can only guess what went on in porta potty, but I have a theory. I think she dropped her cell phone into the hole and then got on her hands and knees and tried to fish it out. She's on Molly, I'll forgive her. Hey, look at the plus side. No rape.
Yeah.
Just a poopy phone. So where were we? She's on her hands and knees, and she said, when she said she couldn't grab it, she lifted her knees and got up on her tippy toes and reached in as far as she could. Oh, she went full on Ewan McGregor.
Well, to try and get.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, but there wasn't clean water on the other side. I'm hoping she comes back.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. she fell into a molly hole. We didn't hear anything for a second. That's like, you can imagine everyone going, oh.
Do we get help? What do we do?
And then the door slowly creaked open. And like some horrible sort of sink monster, her left arm and her left side of her head were completely covered in a bluish brown goo. Oh, yeah, because it's all
the chemical shit. Oh, God, the side of her head. Like half an audition for the Blue Man Group. The worst audition ever for the Blue Man Group.
Oh my good lord. A mix of someone's digested Indian food and, God, I don't even want to speculate. She looked like a toxic Avenger, but with boobs. Got rapey. No need to describe her tetes, but you did it anyway.
Never any need to describe.
The smell was atrocious and the crowd backed up 20 feet almost instantly. I even saw one girl start to retch. Undoubtedly, I would do the same.
Yeah.
The shit-stained girl was screaming and she ran off into the night. I never saw her again. But the thought and smell of her still lingers.
I think she did deserve it because it sounds like she was a bit of a cunt.
There's no phone on this planet. that I would go through a river of shit to retrieve.
No.
Phone's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've learned some morals today. If you're covered in poo, keep driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your phone goes in the poo, don't fish it out.
Yeah.
Even if I had a net, I don't want the phone anymore.
Hard pass.
Although,
Yeah. Anyway, fuck her. Right, this one is from the Lad Bible.
All right.
Go on, Lad Bible.
I'm in.
This is a headline. Naked carpenter has been jailed again after exposing himself just hours after being released. This sounds like a man who knows what he wants.
Yeah.
He's all about wood, this guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Loves it.
That's quite good.
Not that good, but just quite good.
No, caught me off guard.
He loves it. He loves it.
Jesus.
A man branded the man has branded himself the naked carpenter, not he's been branded.
Right.
Well, I mean, maybe we should.
Yeah, he's been jailed after he was caught wearing see-through pants to a police station.
Why wear the pants?
Just hours after he was released. Robert Jenner from Maidstone, he's a proud naturist and has been in trouble with the law in the past for his instance in going around in the buff. The 49-year-old has now been convicted for breaching a criminal behaviour order, which meant he had to wear at least 2 layers of clothes to prevent him from exposing his genitalia.
Okay.
It's a very specific order.
I love it. He's that prolific with it that, like, you can't just trust him to.
Yeah.
It's just, all right, just at least put some joggers on. Like, no, we need to see layers. You can't get it yourself.
Yeah.
In order to get around it, Jenner arrived at Maidstone Police Station on the 12th of January wearing see-through pants and a mesh thong. So technically 2 layers, but...
I mean, you know, he's
I think he's missed the point.
I do think he's missed the point.
he didn't even brush past it.
During the trial, the court heard that the incident had happened on the same day he had been released from prison.
You got problems.
I've got a little bit more kind of respect for him now. The former soldier, maybe he's got some mental health stuff. The former soldier claimed it was a breach of his human rights to force him to wear clothes. He had admitted that he didn't wear underpants during his shifts as a delivery driver and had actually cut a hole in the crotch of his trousers.
Right.
So it's not really naturism, it's just he really likes getting his cock out. The rest of it is not important to him.
Yeah.
Maybe he likes the smell. The jury...
We all do.
The jury took minutes to come to a decision. So
Didn't we just see you?
Hello, back again.
The same jury.
Jennings.
So yes, he was convicted, and this is the second time he has breached the order. So he's probably back in prison now. Probably not wearing any clothes, I would imagine.
I wonder why he wasn't in the military anymore. And I imagine his activities.
Get his cock out.
Yeah. When they said, we need you to get your weapon out, he took them quite literally.
Hello, boys. Morning.
Hello, Governor.
So the title is called "Mum Left in Hospital for Days After Dog Pooed in Her Face as She Slept."
I've seen this.
Nice.
So Amanda Gomo.
That's amazing.
That's not your real surname, sure. Amanda Gomo was sleeping with her mouth open when she woke up as something squirted into it. A woman spent 3 days in hospital after her daughter's dog accidentally did a poo on her face while she was asleep.
No. That does not sound accidental.
Dogs
Gomo,
are actually famous for picking their areas that they shit quite carefully. So
it gets worse. Amanda Gomo, 51, was taking an afternoon nap with Chihuahua Belle when the pooch became ill and had violent diarrhea.
Ooh, it's a little Chihuahua poo.
The mum of 3 was asleep with her mouth open, top and tailing with Belle, when the messy accident occurred and some got in her mouth. She ran to the bathroom to be sick, but later ended up in hospital with gastrointestinal infection, passed on from the pet.
She ate somebody poo.
Amanda from Bristol said, "I was having my afternoon nap with Belle, like I always do, when I suddenly felt something squirt in my mouth. I rushed to the bathroom and my son was in the shower, so before I washed it out, I had time to take a quick snap." She took a photo of it, which I'm going to show you now.
I thought you meant of her son in the shower. Just going to brush past that. Oh shit! So this is totally fucking real.
She took a photo of it.
She looks exactly how I thought.
Don't take a photo of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Why
don't
would you take a
lionize
photo of
it. I wouldn't. I just,
It was disgusting, and I was hurling violently for hours after. I just couldn't get the taste out of my mouth.
fuck.
Amanda's daughter took Belle to the vet, where the pooch was diagnosed with a nasty stomach bug and put on antibiotics.
Yeah.
But yeah, so later that day, Amanda started displaying the same symptoms as Belle. So she rang 111, who sent an ambulance to her home. Paramedics described her painkillers for her stomach cramps and instructed her to drink lots of water to flush out any potential infection. After their visit, her symptoms became progressively worse, and 48 hours later, her cramps, Amanda's cramps had spread all over her body.
Oh, fuck.
She then rang 999, who dispatched another ambulance. This time she was transported to Bristol Royal Infirmary and immediately hooked up to a drip. There, doctors diagnosed Amanda with gastrointestinal infection that had been passed through Belle's feces into her mouth days earlier.
Oh, God.
She was kept under observation for 3 days.
Yikes.
Fucking hell.
While they rehydrated her with electrolytes and glucose that she'd lost throughout the horrific ordeal. This is what she said. I was kept in hospital for 3 days until they flushed the infection out through a drip. My discharge note said I'd suffered gastrointestinal infection caused by dog defecating in her mouth.
Yeah.
Something doctors had never witnessed before.
Nope.
Yeah.
I've been drinking 2 Lucozades a day, plenty of tea and loads of water since it happened. I'm happy to say both me and Belle are on the mend. I've forgiven Belle for her little accident, and I still love her with all my heart, but I will definitely be more mindful of what position we sleep in the future.
Don't fucking sleep with animals.
Right, I am going to call bollocks on that because I think she was rimming the dog. I can't see that you sleeping with your mouth open, a dog is going to shit in it. I don't see it.
If a dog's just crawling on me, I'm waking up.
But the dog would, if she's asleep with her mouth open, the dog would have to literally crawl on top of her and then shit in her mouth.
Mr. Whippy.
The thing is, even when dogs have got diarrhea, they still go into that position to poop.
And it's a chihuahua. It can't clear you that much.
Nah, she was...
Just that picture.
Just for the viewers out there, if you don't get a chance to go on the Twitter, imagine a slightly disgruntled lady who looks like she's just really enjoyed a Kit Kat.
Like she swallowed it. She swallowed it.
Just imagine, if you will, a woman who has dog shit on her face.
That's a better description, yeah. Very liquidy, stained.
And you know how you would feel about it? She looks like that.
Yeah.
Don't take a picture.
Don't take a picture.
Get it off you.
I don't want evidence
although
of poop on my face.
I would hope if that happened to you guys, I would hope you take a picture first. We've talked about some amazing things this episode.
We have. It's been a good one.
The morals that I take today is that if you shit, keep driving.
If you shit, keep driving. If you drop your phone in shit, don't try and get it.
Keep driving.
Don't poo in people's pockets.
Don't
keep
sleep
driving.
with a dog's bum in your face.
Yeah.
Just keep driving.
Don't rim a dog.
Don't rim a dog, and don't make up stories and then get it printed in the newspaper.
With a picture. Why did you take a picture?
Of your rimmy dog mouth.
Yeah.
She's just fucking mad that it didn't go well.
Pedigree chud. Oh, guys. Anyway, we will speak to you next time. All the best.
See you later.